Good day, everyone. I am Juvie Ulita Dingding, a BEd2 student. So, my assigned topic is all about learners with difficult circumstances. Under of these are the victims of war and products of broken family, which is under in Unit 3, Typology of Learners with Special Needs. So now, let's tackle first about the learning objectives. In the K, identify the importance of dealing some difficult circumstances of a learners. And letter S will be determine the rules and responsibilities in addressing the difficult circumstances of a learners. A will be encourage student in maintaining a positive thoughts in different circumstances on their life. So for the introduction of my topics, as curricular and co-curricular educators, we usually interact with our learners, such as class interactions on how can we support learners who have difficult circumstances, especially those students who experience a victims of war and learners who are a product of broken family. All these circumstances will be the barrier in achieving their academic status. Being a future educator, when a difficult situation does occur, we are often caught off guard. It's a good idea to prepare in advance for how you would handle various classroom management issues so that you can be prepared if they occur. Think through possible scenarios and how you might address them. So now let's tackle about the learners who are victims of war. Living in constant fear can cause children to experience depression, hopelessness, and helplessness. They can't learn if they don't feel of safe. As a future educator, we can go a long way to help students cope with their fears and put the current wave of violence in perspective. So, as a future educator, those rules and responsibilities are the most important one in helping students in coping difficult circumstances. So, now here are the rules and responsibilities of a teacher to suit your students' frayed nerves. So, first is bring the darkness into light. Discuss with your students what they fear and how it affects them. Discuss whether they have adults in their lives that they can talk to, come out what they see online or on television. Give names to that unknown darkness they're feeling. Show them that they are not feeling their fears in isolation, but that they're part of a large number of others. So number two, demonstrate solidarity. Organize your students to create a vigil for showing solidarity with the victims of violence or terrorism. Number three, provide opportunity provide opportunity for learners to ask questions in private or submit them in writing. Have a children draw pictures about anything that frightens them and then talk to each child individually about his or her picture. Number four, let students set the ground rules. Allowing students to set the ground rules not only can help students create a space where they feel safe to share their thoughts, emotions, and ideas, but can also help students find power at a time when the crisis has left them feeling powerless. Number 5, be noticeable. Get to know students' feelings and emotions by asking some questions like, how was your day? Can you tell me what's wrong? Put things into a positive perspective for your learners. Neither you nor your learners may have been through a war before, but you should tell your learners that wars end. Next is products of broken family. Learners who are in a products of broken family is likely to cause learners to suffer. Damaging mental troubles, slowed academic development is another way that separation of the parents affects children. The emotional stress of a divorce alone can be enough to stunt your child's academic progress. But the lifestyle changes and instability of a broken family can contribute to poor educational outcomes. So, now let's come out to roles and responsibilities in dealing with the learners who experience broken family. So for number one, helping your learners to deal with their feelings. And number two, encourage your learners to talk about their feelings openly and as often as they want. So number three, tell your learners that it is okay to have a range of different feelings and suggest appropriate ways to express these feelings. This may include writing down feelings in a diary or releasing feeling through physical activities such as running or gardening. So number four, share your own feelings. For example, cry together. Number five, be prepared to constantly reassure the child of your love for them and the love of the other parent. Number six, find sources of emotional support for yourself so that you have the strength to help your learners. So number seven, remind your learners that their painful feelings will lessen with time. So number eight, support positive parent-child relationships such as activities benefit all children, not just those who have experienced parental divorce. You can also choose curriculum materials that portray different types of families positively. For example, include that activities that may include make some children feel excluded or uncomfortable, such as making Mother's Day or Father's Day cards or gifts. Adapt them so that all children feel included. Allow allow children to make items for all of the significant adults in their lives if possible. Since we're done discussing my topic, let's now have an activity. So for the first activity is, what are the rules and responsibilities of a teacher under the learners who are victims of war? Number two, what are the two difficult circumstances that learners experience? Number three, give at least three roles and responsibilities of a teacher in dealing with the learners who experience broken families. For the second activity, based on what you have learned about the topic, why is dealing the difficult circumstances to the learners is important? So give at least 5 sentences. So thank you for watching my video. I hope you've learned.